Hey yo, this is Dash, and today I'm frying some fish.
Fish, which is my favorite dish.
So I'm gonna show you a couple tips and tricks I always use when cooking catfish. Catfish can be tricky. Hey yo, this is Dash.
Get ready.
Alright guys, so we can't grill and smoke everything. Every now and again, we have to do something inside the house. And today, I'm gonna be doing some catfish nuggets. So, the other day my wife bought a pack of catfish nuggets, and I wasn't actually going to shoot a video for this one, but Kirk, my man Kirk from Shorebilly BBQ, you guys remember Kirk? He commented on a video not too long ago asking for a good old-fashioned fish fry. Well, we're not doing whole fish today. My wife just so happened to have bought these catfish nuggets. I'll see you guys at the sink. All right, so here I am at the sink, and the reason I'm at my sink is because with catfish, you have to clean the catfish, especially catfish nuggets, very well. And this will be one of the few times you see me go barehanded. Usually whenever I'm doing anything cooking related, I have on gloves. I don't have on gloves today for a specific reason. When cooking with catfish, you really need to be able to feel this membrane that you want to get off. Hopefully you guys can see me peeling this off. Now, what this is this is just the membrane from the outer skin, but this part right here, that gritty gray, is what you need to clean out and off of your fish. If you don't, that's when you get that, it tastes like dirt, to be completely honest. I don't know a nicer, easier way to say it, but this part, you want to be able to use your thumb, and you need to scrub all of that gray out of there as much as you can, because that is where that catfish, that off-putting catfish taste comes from, that little bit of gritty gray skin right there, that membrane, this right here. Hopefully you guys can see that well enough in the light. Let me turn the light down. Hopefully you can see that well enough. And you gotta just clean that off. Once you get that membrane off, you're just gonna basically rub the bottom of your piece until it's clean. This is what it looked like, what it looks like to start. And then you just kind of grab a piece in here. Start at one end, or however you want to do it. I'm trying to do this best so you can see on camera. Here I have it started, and I'm just going to pull it all the way off. Again, this membrane here, this is where all of that off-putting catfish taste comes from. Catfish, the meat of catfish is actually really good. And now you see it's clean. And you just repeat that for all of the pieces that you have. All right, last piece. In case I didn't tell you, this is actually cold water I'm running this fish under. See how clean that is? Now we want to try to get, there we go, all of that off. Any of that gray. All right, so now I have my fish all cleaned up. All right, so now I'm gonna put this, this is the outside skin, side up, just so I can kind of keep track of what I season. And today I'm gonna be using Big Steve's fish seasoning. And you guys know me, I'm opening it up and I'm going for broke. So we're just gonna put a little bit of seasoning on this. And I can tell you, this actually smells really good. I can't put my finger on exactly what is all in here, but it smells, I don't know if that's the citrus or if it's something else in there that's giving me like slight hints or notes of something citrusy. But I can tell you, I have used this. I made some shrimp a few days ago, weeks ago, actually probably it's been a week or so. And I used this seasoning and it turned out pretty darn good. No video on that one. I just kind of spurred a moment, cooked some shrimp. And as opposed to using something with Old Bay in and on it, I decided to use Big Steve's seasoning. And it turned out really good. Okay. Our fish is seasoned. Alright, so time to turn our attention to the stove. And if you're like me and want to stay married, here's a little hint. Cover your stove. This is like 10 cents in aluminum foil. Will go a long way to keep your wife happy. Trust me. So I'm gonna get my pot turned on. Now this is just, I think it's vegetable oil in here, and a Dutch, cast iron Dutch oven. And what I'm gonna do is get this up to 350 degrees. From 350, I'm gonna get my catfish in here and we'll get it cooked up. All right, so one of the things I told you guys before, one of the things that's important is to keep your oil clean. Now I have the strainer here, and unfortunately it was over on the sink, so it got wet. So this is about to make some noise as the water that was on it boils off. Now the whole thing is, we want to keep the oil clean. You can see little bits of remnants from previous cooks. Now I do keep and reuse the oil. Some people don't. I do, it's fine. Usually after the third or fourth cook of me cooking chicken, I will cook fish and then I throw it away. So this will be the last cook in this oil. So for today, I'm gonna be using this Zatarain's fish fry. It says crispy southern, but I always season my fish,
which is my favorite dish.
Alright, so I'm just gonna pour a little bit on a plate. And then all I'm gonna do is dredge my catfish pieces, my nuggets. Last thing I'm gonna do is check the temperature of the oil. And I use my thermo pen. This is the Mark IV thermal pen. And we're right there, 350 degrees, like on the dot. I'm gonna turn my oil down just a little bit. I don't want it to keep continually getting hotter. And I'm gonna put the smallest piece in so I can test the oil or test the temperature just to make sure it's not too hot. Make sure you keep your oil clean. You get all of that out of the oil. That's what causes the oil to burn. The seasonings that come off and the breading that comes off. So clean all of that out of the oil. as you're cooking. Alright, it doesn't take very long. And this piece is done. Now, what I'm gonna do is, that's gonna be my test piece. As you saw that first piece of fish,
which is my favorite dish.
let's try it, actually giving it a moment to cool. It is good. I taste the seasoning, and it is still hot. Can you see the steam coming off? Not too salty. Good even balance here. Taste testing number 2.
Yes.
Since you're right here, you want to hurry up and take a bite of this? Sure. Hurry up! Come on, hurry up! Come. Sorry, as you can see, I'm taller than he is.
Good. I like it.
Tell me what you think. Yeah. Use words. It's not too.
It's not salty. It's pretty soft.
There's no right answer. I just want you to tell me. Do you like it?
Yes.
Thank you. That's it. You're searching for. I just need to know if you like it. Obviously, you're trying to eat the rest of the piece that I had earmarked for myself. All right, go ahead on outside. Go play.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so at this point, I tasted that first piece, and it tasted well enough. It didn't need any additional salt or anything like that. It didn't need any additional salt or anything like that. So I am going to get other pieces here, get them seasoned, get my oil turned back up. So get my oil turned back up, and we're going to fry some fish.
Which is my favorite dish.
All right, so I'm going to shake off any of the excess batter, and we're just going to lay it into the grease. Make sure you get your seasoning all on the sides as well. Now, one of the things you can see, I'm not overloading or crowding this pan. The reason being is I want this fish to cook quickly and evenly. I'm just going to gently move these around just to make sure they're not stuck to each other. Now, another way to keep your oil clean is to fry potatoes. So I usually make some tater tots or french fries whenever I'm frying something, and that'll help take that burnt flavor or any burnt bits out of your oil as well. Now we're gonna make sure we put salt on these tater tots right away. And I'm also trying to clean out and get any bits of potato that fell down in there out.
Eventually.
All right, last thing, make sure your oil is clean. Because while this oil is still hot, that's when it's gonna burn if you leave all of this stuff in the oil. So clean it out. Now I'll get that covered up and I'll use it again next time, or maybe I won't again because I'll cook fish this time. Alright, so there you have it. That was just a quick and easy meal. Some fried catfish nuggets and some tater tots. Let me clean that little piece of tater tot up. And what good fish wouldn't be fish? Wouldn't be eating fish without some hot sauce, and this is good old Crystal hot sauce. I am gonna eat some of the catfish, and I did have a piece of the catfish earlier without putting any hot sauce on it, so I know I actually like it. Nice, that Crystal, excuse me, that Zatarain's seasoning, or that Zatarain's batter, very crispy. But catfish is just such a nice, white, flaky, it's a meaty fish. It's not flaky, it's meaty. And you always want your fish or fried chicken or whatever to be hot out the grease. What all of them say, hot as fish grease. Good stuff. Show you how crunchy this Zatarain's batter is. And I'm eating with my mouth open for 2 reasons. It's hot. And I wanted to show you how crunchy it was. I just can't eat fish without some hot sauce. So I'm gonna put a whole bunch on my finger, more on my finger than I did the fish. Salty, vinegary, it's hot sauce. Anyway, thank you guys as always for watching. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. If you like what you saw today, if you learned something, please leave me a comment and a thumbs up down below. Thank you, Steve, again for sending us out the seasoning. We tried the fish seasoning this time, and no complaints whatsoever. I like it. I like it. So far, one of the best things I can tell you about your seasoning is that they are very evenly based, or how do I put this? The seasoning is balanced. It's not too sweet, not too salty. It just gives you a good flavor, and that flavor is something that you wanna, I wanna eat it. So, I am gonna get back to this after I stop burning my mouth. But thank you guys so very much again, as always. Make sure you turn the notification bell on so you can be notified whenever one of my videos goes live. Speaking of live, we go live on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. 2 hours we usually talk for. First hour we talk something barbecue or barbecue related. Second hour we shoot the breeze and hang out amongst friends. Grab a drink, sit down, shoot the breeze with us, and enjoy. Last but not least, I'll see you next time. I'm gonna get a big old plate of fish.
Fish, which is my favorite dish.
Can I have some more? It looks very good.
You said what?
Can I have some more? More butter, baby.